Hey everybody, it's Jason Blaha here, and today I want to chat with you guys a little bit about doing the basics. This is something that needs to be reiterated over and over and over. People lose sight of it. You see so much gimmicky stuff out there, and I'm not saying I don't use some advanced stuff, particularly for some of my clients. Bands, chains, reverse hypers, special exercises, all sorts of stuff, right? Use these things. But when it comes to just building basic strength, building muscle, doing these things to get into shape, and I'm over doing this at 46. I'm about to turn 47. These are just some of my normal work sets. Just look at what I'm doing. I'm just doing basic stuff for the most part. Okay, I'm focusing on a lot of these are harder than my competition versions. I'm doing extra range of motion, like you're seeing me bench flat back with a really wide grip. I can bench a lot more with an arch and then closer. But you can still rep 315 this way. But back over to the point. Basics. What do I mean by basics? Big movements, right? Big basic barbell movements, body weight exercises, weighted body weight exercises, right? These are all good things. These are time-proven, effective things. Okay? Picking big movements that take muscles through a relatively long range of motion. There can be exceptions. I like the conventional deadlift. It's arguably not a full range of motion. Fair point. I still like it. But you also see me do some RDLs and stuff in here to get the hamstrings deeper. All right, so what do we mean? Bench presses, incline bench presses, even dips. These can all be full range of motion if you pick versions of them and do variations of them that give you long ranges of motion. Pull-ups, rows, right? Taking those things to a stretch. Deep squats. Again, if you want to get big, if you're trying to build big legs, big quads, you need to squat deep. Big glutes, squat deep, not just an inch above parallel. Do some Olympic squatting. You see me doing some of this. Yes, it's harder. Yes, we use less weight. But are we trying to build a base? Are we trying to get bigger? Take muscles to a long range of motion. Okay? Stuff we need to do. All right. Does that mean that's all we need to do? No, of course not. Those will get you pretty far. Yes, work in some smaller movements, right? I think in this video, I'm going to have me doing some curls, some pullovers, stuff like that. You can do some ab work. Not a bad idea. You want to train some abs, guys. I don't think ab work is useless. Again, you'll see a lot of people who think it is. I don't think it is. You don't need 37 different exercises. You want to do some ab work. Pick a good exercise that you really feel hammers your abs and work it. I like hanging leg raises. Maybe you like weighted crunches. Okay, weighted sit-ups, whatever. Right here, some pullovers. There we go. That's not one of these big movements, but you know what? It's still a basic exercise. We're working some muscles through a deep stretch, a long range of motion. Great exercise. If you want to work some of this stuff in, it's not a bad thing. These can be good things. But don't lose your respect for the basics. Bench press, deadlift variation, squats, rows, pull-ups, chin-ups. All right, this is your foundation. This is your base building, and you don't want to drift too far from that. They should be the core of your workout. They should be the foundation of your workouts. Then you sprinkle in the other stuff. You look at other things and go, where am I lacking? Where do I need more work? And it doesn't necessarily have to be visually, because again, I'm a strength athlete. I care about performance, And that was not the best set of squats. But I have it in here because it's what I did today when I'm making this video today. It's my last set. Not even my best set of deadlifts, just good quality set here. But basic exercises. Then look at where you're weak and say, okay, you know what? Man, I need some more triceps. The benching is not getting my triceps big enough, or it's only building one head. Maybe it's only building the lateral head, and you're like, I need bigger triceps. That would be me, by the way. I fall into that category. Admittedly, my triceps need more work. I close grip more than I wide grip on the bench, but my triceps still, they lack behind a lot of my other muscles, you know. All right, get into some extensions. But if you're going to pick these movements, pick good movements. Don't just pick random crap. Go, what is a proven, effective exercise? If you're going to add other stuff in besides the big movements, you should be picky about it. All right? You're going to do some curls. Would you see me doing their curls with strict all the way down till my elbows are locked at the bottom? We stretch the biceps, get it into a lengthened position, bring it up. They were pretty strict. I like power curls. I think they have their place too. They're big basic exercise. You know, some stricter curls, not a bad idea. You want to do some incline curls. Take great, puts it into a lengthened position. Okay. Triceps. Well, if your long head's lacking, maybe you should get some stretch position movements for the triceps. See where we're going with this? You want to do some ab work? Hey, do some ab work. Pick something that really hammers your abs hard. You don't need 15 movements to do it. Wherever you're weakest, find a good exercise. Work the hell out of it. So what are we looking for? We're looking for range of motion and progressive overload. Right? When I say progressive overload, I don't mean cheating so you can lift more weight. I'm talking adding weight over time, adding reps over time, improving your workloads at a given exercise. You know, when you can curl 60 pounds for 10 or 12 or whatever strict reps for multiple sets, maybe you should add 5 pounds. But focus on range of motion on stuff. Work the muscles. You'll get bigger, you'll get stronger. All right, actually putting muscle on, basic stuff will get you strong. And then when you really want to focus on your strength, then you can practice heavy singles, you can practice maxing out, you can practice shortening ranges of motion to lift another 50 pounds. But that only really works when you've built the muscle. You got to have something to contract. And you don't need 37 fluffy goofball exercises for anything. Look, you know, if your biceps suck and the pull-ups and the rows or chin-ups aren't doing it, try some stricter curls. Try some strict curls. Try some incline curls. But do it full ranges of motion, for God's sake. If you're going to add the smaller movements, make them count. Take them through long ranges of motion. Stretch muscles. All right, guys, so that's really all I have to say on that today. I hope it's been informative, and I'll talk to you guys next time.